Good morning, y'all. Good morning, Winter Circle. Today is, I think it's Wednesday. I never know what day it is. And it is, let's see, I'm looking at this computer. And it is 9:23 a.m. I just woke up, y'all, but I wanted to get on here and talk to you guys about this message. When you're on your personal growth and development journey, when you are trying to, even when you're not intentionally trying to be on your growth and development journey, it is important that you release yourself, you free yourself of the emotional demands of others. And I don't mean that you can't be there for people, you can't give people advice, you can't be a soundboard for people to vent to, I don't mean that at all. But what I mean is make sure you are limiting yourself to how much other people are able to demand your time and attention, because all the energy that you're giving out to others, when you are intentionally cultivating something, intentionally growing something, intentionally working on yourself, you need that energy for you. You owe it to you. Comment in the comment section, I owe me. A lot of the times, especially in this world, y'all, this matrix or whatever you want to call it, we have been trained and conditioned to give, be there, do. And if you don't, you're not being a good person. No. That's the quickest way to diminish yourself, to deplete yourself, is by giving, doing for everyone else. And especially if you're a parent, you giving to your children, you working, you doing this, you cooking dinner. If you're a husband or a wife, you give to your spouse. And then at the end of the day, it's like, what have you done for you? So when you are cultivating something, when you are learning something, when you are on your personal growth and development journey, when you are launching a business, when you're in school, when you're taking classes, when you're going to seminars, even if you don't even know what direction you're going in, you just know that something has to change with yourself. The best step, the first step is release yourself of the emotional demands of everybody else around you. And I'm gonna share some stuff that I went through that I had to release myself of, because it was literally draining all the energy out of me. So I had a really close friend, and we used to talk to each other every day on the phone. In the morning, we would drink tea together. Cheers, guys. I'm drinking a chai tea right now. I don't drink coffee. I used to drink coffee when I was a correction officer for like 7 years. It's so bad for you. So now I just drink some tea. But when I wake up in the morning, before I drink anything, I drink an entire bottle of water. I hydrate myself. Drink water when you first wake up. Break your fast with water. Hydrate your body. Your body will thank you for it. Let me know in the comment section, what's your morning routine? What do you do when you first wake up, when it's time to consume something? But anyways, this friend, very close friend or whatever, considered her a best friend. And every morning, we would talk on the phone before we got our day started. And for the most part, it would be cool. But more often than not, every time we were on the phone, she was, stressed about this, stressed about that, stressed about her business, stressed about her husband, stressed about her not wanting to be in a marriage anymore, stressed about, this and the demands of this and, taxes and all of these things. And it was more like a coaching session every morning. And y'all know I'm a life coach, but sometimes I want to turn off being a coach. I don't want to talk to my friends all the time and I'm always fixing their life. Sometimes I just want to chill. Sometimes I just want to, but anyways, these phone calls turned into me bossing her life up every morning, all the time. And if there was a time where I didn't answer the phone, then the calls would continue to come, or the text messages would continue to come until I responded to her. And in the beginning, I didn't mind talking to her. Like, everything was fine. Like, I loved talking to her. Outside of me fixing her life all the time, we had great conversations, belly aching laughs. Like, it wasn't all bad. But it wasn't until some other things that aided in me cutting her off. It wasn't until I cut her off and I had all of this free time in the morning. I had my brain to myself. I had my time to myself, my energy to myself, that I was able to sit back and realize, wow, that was truly draining me. And it was only in hindsight, when I was out of it, I didn't realize how much energy I was giving her, how much of my time, how much of my mind, how much of my tools that I was giving her all the time, every morning, early in the morning, bossing her life up, fixing her life, when that energy, it was supposed to be poured into me. Just this morning, I had a family member message me, like, before I even woke up, like, call me when you wake up, I'm dealing with this, I'm going through that, I'm upset, da, da, da. And it's like, listen, I don't even have the capacity to do that right now. Like, I'm just waking up, I'm trying to motivate my damn self, I'm trying to get myself prepared for my day and my to-do list and the things that I have to do. It is so important that you free yourself of the emotional demands of other people. And that's not to say that you can't be there for people. You can be there for people, but make sure you are there for yourself more than what you are for other people. Because oftentimes, more than not, we find ourselves being there more for other people. Leave me in the comment section if you know what I'm talking about. We've all done this. You find yourself, it's easy for you to tell your friends and family members, it's gonna be okay, you got this, you've been through this, and da 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 da. But then when it comes to you, you condemn yourself. You stupid, da da da, how you gonna get through this? Why would you do that? You made a dumb decision. It's easy for us to tell other people how great they are, how wonderful they are, how strong they are, how much they've been through, and how much they've overcome things, but we're not telling that to ourselves. Release yourself from the emotional demands of other people, and it is going to accelerate your growth. Believe me when I tell you, if you, and again, that's not to say you can't be there for people, but be limited, set boundaries, have time constraints on it. Maybe talk to somebody once a week instead of every day. Maybe talk to somebody, check in with them, every other week or something instead of every freaking day all the time. Limit yourself because it's draining you. All that knowledge that you give them, that wisdom, that love, those tools that you're giving them, you're supposed to be giving to yourself. And the more energy you have to pour into yourself, it accelerates your growth. It accelerates your money. It accelerates your positive habits. It accelerates your wisdom. It accelerates your life in every way, shape, or form, in every capacity, you guys. And I do mean every capacity, because all that energy you pouring out into the world, into other people, you're now turning it back to you. You're now pouring it into yourself, and it's being used and it's amplifying your life. Just imagine like going to a store and you buy a pack of batteries. Once that battery is drained, you might get a little out of it. You might be able to change the channel after you beat the remote a few times. You might be able to change the channel. That's what your life is like. And this is why you're having money problems. And this is why you're having sleepless nights. And this is why you're doubting yourself, or you're having fears come up when it comes to you going after your goals and your dreams and pursuing what you want to do. This is why your confidence is diminished. This is why you feel like you have stagnant energy, because you're a stagnant battery. You know how you gotta beat the remote a few times, you smack the remote and then you could change the channel? That's your battery. That's your battery level. But when you fully charged, because you're not giving out so much, you're a brand new battery, it accelerates everything. Think anything that you put a brand new battery in, oh, it's going, baby, it's going. There is no glitches, there is no stuttering, there is no hiccups in it. The more you release yourself from the emotional demands of others and you pour back into yourself, it is going to ignite you. It is going to give you fuel. It is going to give you a power that you didn't realize that you had. And again, that's not to say you can't be there for people, but limit yourself. And it's not being mean, it's not being selfish, but let's talk about being selfish anyway. Every successful person, and I'm talking successful people, wealthy people, they will tell you selfishness is key. When you on the up and up, when you coming up, you gotta be selfish. Once you get to a certain level, then you can start being more available for people. Then you can start lending out more money. But when you growing, when you in that fine tuning, when you in that that preparation process, when you learning new things and you figuring things out, and you in that trial and error process, you need your strength and your energy and your time for you. And this is why a lot of people are not successful, because we were conditioned to think that being selfish is a bad thing, and it's not. The world doesn't want you to be selfish, because if everyone started to focus on themselves and not emptying out their cups all the damn time, everybody would be powerful. There would be less control. The government, or whoever the fuck you want to say, whoever, there would be less control. There would be less domination over people. You would literally be amplified. You would have a fire from the inside of you. So release yourself of the emotional demands of everybody. And again, you can be there for people, but limit yourself. Be selfish. Be a little bit selfish. And man, if you just listen to what I tell you and start to be a little bit selfish, you're going to have more time to pursue the things that you want. You're going to have more time, more energy, more wisdom, more creativity for the things that you want to accomplish and you want to succeed in your life. Just because somebody call your line don't mean you have to answer. Just because somebody is texting you don't mean you have to respond right away. Just because somebody is demanding your attention right away does not mean you have to fulfill that. You have to fill your own cup first. And I know you guys have heard this saying before, my cup runneth over. Whatever is in your cup, all of this that's in my cup right here, this is mine. Now, once it starts to overflow, the excess, that's for everybody else. Or I can choose to let somebody have a drink. I can choose to let somebody have a sip. But what's in my cup, baby, that's for me. And that's how you're going to get ahead. That's how you're going to get to the top. And when I say it affects your money, it does. You can ask any successful, wealthy person. They will tell you being too available, being too ready to fulfill somebody else's emotional demands before your own, it affects your money, because money is an energy, you guys. Money is an energy. It's energetic. So when you're not aligned, if you haven't watched my alignment video, watch that alignment video. If you are not aligned with money and your energy is down here, the flow is off. It cannot flow. There is no cohesiveness. It cannot flow evenly. So if you are constantly pouring into somebody else's cup, you're not in alignment to have your cup filled up, your abundance filled up, your bank account filled up. Because it doesn't flow right. Or even if it is flowing, you're giving it away. You letting people borrow too much. And God is looking at you like, stop giving your provisions away. Stop giving your time, your money, and your energy away so willy-nilly. Everybody is grown. Everybody got 2 arms, 10 fingers, 10 toes, 2 legs, same 24 hours in the day. Everybody is responsible for their own selves. It affects your money when you being too willy-nilly. It affects you. It has a direct reflection on your money. Money is an energy, y'all. And if your energy is off and you always constantly giving your energy away, you giving your money away. You're not in alignment. You gonna fumble the bag. A lot of people want, this top tier stuff to be successful, be wealthy, but you're not in alignment with these things. You don't qualify for certain opportunities. Because you don't have thick skin. You don't know how to say no. You don't know how to set boundaries. You're constantly giving, depleting yourself. In a sense, you're energetically run down. And that's not in alignment with abundance. That's not in alignment with money. That's not in alignment with opportunity. That's not in alignment with leadership. If you think about a wonderful leader, a wonderful boss, a wonderful teacher, a wonderful guidance counselor, a wonderful life coach that you've ever been under, somebody that you really admire, that you learned a lot from, think about that. Think about somebody that you really learned from, somebody who was in a higher position than you. Think about their character. Was they just available for any and everybody? Or did they have boundaries? Did they always have their door open? They probably had an open door policy that they can help you, but there was probably times where they was like, not right now, I'll come back to you when I get done with this or when I get done with that. They had boundaries. They were pouring into themselves. They made sure they had time for themselves, and that's what makes you great. That's the very thing that made them great. That's the very reason why you thought they were great. Because you knew that they had boundaries, because you knew that they set time apart for themselves. They were investing in themselves. And because they invest in themselves, you knew that you can trust them to invest in you. That's what makes you great. Pour into yourself. You have to release yourself of the emotional demands of other people. It will literally drain you. If somebody is constantly calling you, having you fix their life, constantly calling you, telling you, with this sad story, this woe is me, constantly calling you, telling you about their problems, that's exhausting. That is so draining. It's like, damn, can you call me with something positive? Can you call me and talk about something great? Can we call each other and talk about our dreams and our goals instead of you just dumping all of this emotional garbage on me all the time? And again, I'll say it again. That's not to say you can't be there for people. Everybody needs people to be there for them. But there's a way to go about things. And if the shoe is on the other foot and you are the one who always call people dumping your baggage on them, stop that. Sometimes some people don't have the emotional capacity to deal with they shit and your shit. And y'all know I'm a life coach, book a session with me, okay? But there's a lot of people who I talk to and they're like, my friend wasn't there for me. I needed her. I needed him. I was at the hospital. I was da-da-da-da-da. And sure, we would love our friends, our family members to be there, especially if you're like at a hospital, you're going through something, surgery, something dramatic. And the bottom line is, y'all, anything someone does for you is just out the kindness of their own heart. Nobody is obligated to do anything for you. Nobody is obligated to do anything for your grown ass. Do you understand what I'm telling you? And that's not a bad thing. But if everybody could pour into themselves and fill their own cup up, they wouldn't need everybody to constantly to fill their cup up. You wouldn't need everyone else to validate you, validate your feelings, support your feelings, and fill your cup up if you was filling your own cup up. Sure, you want people to be there for if you're going through something, but sometimes all it takes is a phone call. Hey, I'm just calling to check in on you. You know, I'm over here at work, or I'm busy. I got a bunch of sessions, but I know you're in the hospital. I'm just calling to check on you. Let me know if you need anything. I can send you a DoorDash if you need some food. Sometimes that all it takes is a phone call. And people really be like, well, I was doing this and my friend didn't come for me and da-da-da. Well, maybe your friend was trying to take care of their own problems. Sometimes people don't even have it in them to handle their own problems, let alone their problems and your problems. And it's their prerogative to not have to deal with your problems. Everybody is able-bodied, able-minded, able-spirited to withstand whatever they're going through. God gives you the tools just like he gave me the tools, baby. But you don't realize, some people don't realize they got the tools because they're not pouring into themselves. If everyone could pour into themselves, we would have less people leaning on other people, depleting other people, pushing other people to the edge. And everything would work so much more harmoniously, y'all. Please release yourself of the emotional demands of everyone. You can be there for people. You can love people. You can support people. Sometimes if somebody's blowing your phone up in the morning, sometimes you don't need to answer. You just need to send a text message. Hey, I'm about to hop in the shower. Text me. I got a busy day today, but you can send me a text and I'll get back to you whenever I can. That's more than appropriate. You do not always have to be on the phone being a sounding board, having people dump their baggage on you and you trying to fix their life and you trying to fix their problems and you trying to convince them on why they're worthy enough to live. Pour into you. You can be there for people. You can love people. You can support people, but not if your cup is empty. What you pouring from? Your cup empty. You a drained battery. Love yourself. Pour into yourself. As much love as you giving that best friend, as much love as you giving that family member, as much love as you giving that coworker who come to work and they ready to quit and they hate it there, and you pumping them up, telling them they got mouths to feed, they got kids to feed, y'all gonna get through the day. As much as you're doing that for everyone else, make sure you're doing that times 10 for you. I'm talking times 10. It is necessary. It is essential for your glow up. It is essential for your come up. It is essential for your personal growth and development. It is essential for you to get ahead, for you to pour into yourself, not deplete yourself, and make sure you put yourself on that pedestal, okay? Pour into yourself, y'all. Release yourself of the emotional demands of everybody else. I hope y'all have a great day, y'all. I'm about to hop in the shower. And I don't know, I'm about to run the streets somewhere. I'm about to find somewhere to go. I have a list of places that I'm gonna explore here in Oklahoma. I've kind of been hitting some places. It's been some fun, but I'm about to hop in the shower. And when I get out the shower, I'm going to use my body butters, y'all. So this one, I just opened this one. This one is called Whipped Mango Berry Body Butter. And I'm about to put this one on because look, last time I swear y'all be wanting to eat this stuff. But last time I put this one on, you see the color of it? It has like a pink tint to it. And when I put it on my face, it gave me like a natural rosy look. And when I tell you I was glistening in the sun and I was literally sun kissed with that natural rosy look on my face, it was amazing. You're looking good, you're smelling good, you're feeling good. You guys, get your body butters. Get your body butters. I'll make sure I link connect the link below or whatever. And book a session with me if you're having a hard time setting boundaries, pouring back into yourself. But again, y'all, it is essential for your glow up. It is essential for you to accelerate your growth and reach new levels and reach new heights. Just for the simple fact that you set a boundary, you automatically elevate, because you're ending these cycles of not pouring into yourself. You ending cycles of putting other people before you. The moment you set boundaries, the moment you pour into yourself, you automatically ascend, because you're ending a cycle. You complete a cycle. You've learned a lesson. You're learning who the fuck you are. Y'all know I like to say that. You're learning who you are, and you're nourishing it. Okay? So release yourself of the emotional demands of other people. You can be there for people, but make sure you're there for yourself times 10. I love y'all. See you next time.